Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Hey, Tyreke, you sound excited to talk to us. Had you
Man.
previously pictured yourself in Seattle's defense?
Ooh, yeah. I could definitely see myself. We had great conversations throughout the process. So yes, yes, I definitely can.
Why? What is it about your skill set?
Well, I just feel like just when I'm bringing from O State, just my dominance and my rushing ability, my ability to also set the edge and be a three down player. I just feel like my motor, my how dominant I am, and my motor to the ball. I just feel like I just fit great with the defense.
Tyreek, how much contact did you have with Seattle in the process here at the combine visit, whatever?
I talked to him quite a few times. I know I had a Zoom call with him, and I know I talked to him in person at the combine. I talked to him at the Senior Bowl, so we had a few times to talk, before this.
Tyreek, how would you kind of describe your game and what you do best on the field? Like what's like the one core aspect of your game that you think defines you as a player?
I definitely feel like what makes me so good is just my motor, man. Just how uh how I am all throughout the game. I'm just always attacking, pass rushing wise, and I feel like I'm quick off the ball. And my get off helps me. Uh, it gives me an upper hand over opponents. And I feel like that's what helps me the most and be dominant.
Seattle's going to more of a 3-4 look. How comfortable are you with dropping back into coverage? Is that something you did much at Ohio State?
We didn't. We did it sometimes, but not as much as like other schools were. We were a 4-3, but we definitely worked it in practice. Many a times, every day, almost in practice. Coach Jay was adamant about us working on all of our techniques. So yeah, I'm definitely comfortable with dropping.
Have the Seahawks talked to you about what edge rush role? Would you be a more of a 4-3 end, a stand up off the ball? They mentioned it all role.
Yeah, definitely like outside linebacker stand up.
Okay.
Anything else, guys?
Where are you talking to us from, Tyreek?
I'm talking to y'all from Coral Springs, Florida.
That's your home, family home?
Yeah, that's where my parents live.
You played a lot of basketball in high school?
Yeah, yeah. I played all 4 years of varsity at high school in Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, the Seahawks first round pick Charles Cross played a lot of basketball. You guys gonna have some hoops battles as well as at the line of scrimmage and
Hey,
practice?
yeah, we definitely gonna definitely have some battles. We can get on the court too.
What kind of hoops player were you?
I feel like I was a slasher. I was best at slashing, and I took pride in defending. I was a defender. I was kind of like a Shane Batty. I was one of those guys that was gonna take charges. I was playing hard defense. I give you buckets, around the block and stuff like that. I was that type of player.
That's not a name you hear very often as a comp. I like it.
I really took like the little things in my game like serious when I played basketball. It was just like defense, taking charges, like things that people wouldn't think I was good at. Like I was good at. So yeah.
You led your high school team in scoring and rebounding, is that right?
Uh, I was like second scorer. Me and a kid named Yael. But yeah, we had a good team though.
Were you considering that at college at all, or all football?
When I started playing early on, cause I had an offer in eighth grade from Air Force. I had got my first offer in basketball, so I thought I was gonna be playing hoops and stuff. But I definitely played it all the way through. But once I started, blossoming in football, I geared my focus and my training on football, and I just played basketball. It's just something to keep me in shape.
Why didn't you go to the Air Force? That would have worked.
Yeah. Man, man, no, I didn't know about that. No, I don't know about
You
that.
might be making a little more money the route you chose, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever been to Seattle?
No, I've never been to Seattle. Not yet.
What have you heard about Seattle? What do you know about the Northwest?
Oh, I know it rains a lot.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, I know. I know. I definitely know that. Um, but no, I definitely I used to watch Seattle, back in the a few years ago, when the defense, was the Legion of Boom. I actually, when I grew up in California, I actually played basketball. I played a pickup game with Bobby Wagner at a rec center because I used to play basketball with his cousin, and Bobby Wagner. He had just got drafted to Seattle. He had came up to the rec center and played basketball. He was good too.
Who won that matchup?
He definitely did. He was. I couldn't believe his athleticism. Like he was probably he was sneaky bouncy. Like, he had really good bounce. Like, he was getting thrown oops all up left and right.
You mentioned basketball. What are your other interests away from football off the field?
I took cooking courses for about 2-3 years when I lived in California. So like cooking is something I've been doing for a while. Like when I'm on my free time, I cook. My dad always taught me how to cook when I was younger and let me cook with him. So I just always kept that trait with me growing up, and it's just always expanded on it.
Where in California did you live before you moved?
Corona, California.
Okay.
How much woofing did Bobby Wagner do in that pickup basketball game?
You said how much what?
How much woofing, how much talking did Bobby Wagner do in that basketball game?
No, he didn't. No, but he wasn't even. What I remember, he wasn't much of a talking type. Like he wasn't. I didn't even know he was in the NFL at the time. Like we was all like, "No, you're not in the NFL." And he showed us. We was like, "Oh, dang!" Like we was younger. We was all like playing with him and stuff. And then then he got on the court and then he started hooping. I was like, "Oh, this dude's real. Like this dude's serious." And he started jumping, and they threw him a lob, and he went up and grabbed it and took it out the air and dunked it. I'm like, oh, yeah, this dude definitely played.
Going back to your cooking, what's your go-to dish?
I definitely like making, I could definitely make like a seafood macaroni, like a lobster macaroni. That's one of the things I can make good. I like grilling steaks, making steaks, anything. Like I'll make pasta. Just anything I could get, a recipe and put my flavor on it or put my little style on it. I definitely, I'll do it. I watch cooking shows, YouTube videos. I just always try to add stuff to my, add flavor to my cooking.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, Tyreke.
Thank
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tyreke. We will text you that Zoom link here right after this, okay?
Okay, all right.
All right.
Cool.
Thank you.